How's it going, dudes? And welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. And yeah, we're back and we're gonna go on a date with Yui. Not like we have much of a choice. It was the first date since getting all the girls' memories back. We went for a walk out in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first, figuring out how not to give away what we knew on camera, but we figured it out pretty quick. It's so nice to see you again, Asian. I feel the same way, Yui. After all this time, it's gotta be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel a little like things are going a little over my head. This show, meeting you again, everything, it's just moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. But with you, everything feels alright. Like I know it's going to be okay. Would it be okay if we spend today like this way? She leaned in closer and put her arms around me. I wouldn't have it any other way, Yui. Wait a minute. What about getting the master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I've got that covered. Bunbunbun? Bunbunbun darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yui's side. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. Almost forgot. Bunbunbun? Cut. Bunbunbun leapt out of her arms, then dashed towards the mansion. And with that out of the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? She reached for my hand and held it tight. I like that. We walked and talked for hours. When we took breaks, we lay next to each other on the grass, talking about anything and everything. Yui's a lovely girl. I don't know where the day came from. At times I remembered how dire the situation we were in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. Always Yui, I'm never afraid to face those fears. It makes me braver with just a smile. Even when she couldn't ask directly about what was on my mind, he found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile made me feel lighter than air. A life with her would be wonderful. I've got to make sure to get us all out of here safe. Asian? Yeah? I love you, Asian. I hope we can spend another day together, just like this soon. Can't wait for the day, Yui. She's blushing. I'll be counting days till then. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, and went our separate ways. She looks shocked. Indian, you would not believe what happened to me today. What happened, Cat? I got attacked by some kind of forest monster. It was at least 10 feet tall had monstrous teeth, and there was at least 5 of them. It took everything I had not to laugh. Luckily, I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that Ford deleted the footage that was both embarrassing and traumatic. He kept it for himself. That's good to know. This is the worst run yet, man. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I've just had a long day. I'll bet. You should get some rest while you have a chance. 5 forest beast is nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all, cat. Forest beast affect 1 in 10 people. It could happen to you. Right, I'll see you later, Asian. Good night, Wait, what? This is me saying it. Mission success. I can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I may have made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but... I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding. Don't worry about it. Which half? Are the keys ready to use? Not yet, which sucks. It's going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where'd you get the plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how we got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool with not knowing. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you'll have to have your next date by then. We'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Awesome. Let's go, team. How about you let the rest of the girls know, Asian? Forrest disabled the audio recording in the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I'll let them know. I'll walk back up the staircase back to the mansion. Where are they? Oh, I can hear some sounds in the kitchen. I'll make my way over. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies, Asian. I did not see you there. You seem pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides the, say, hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week? I'm worried for the people back home. Yui has her sisters to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feeling. Everyone has a family out there, and who knows what happened to them in the last, well, however long we've been trapped here. I've never gone along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick, unless they're a part of this. I'm sure they're doing fine, Violet. And they're going to be so happy to see you again. You're right, Asian. Though there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? I keep accidentally right clicking, sorry. I guess so. But we've got to believe, right? I suppose you're right. Once again, Asian. Well, we've finally escaped this dreadful place. I'm going to hold them so tight. It's kind of funny. What is it, Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola. That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know the type. She came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. And there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could. And in the end, she was hit before I was. And she died for it. Oh, did not know that. I'm so sorry, Violet. For then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, for just that one time, I wish I had come in first. I'm oversharing, aren't I? I apologize. It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. You're kind, Asian. It's something I adore about you, you know? After Viola died, I did my very best to live up to the standard she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I was as good as running a business, or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing. Really, that's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the TV, for the show. Not it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make more room for my new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times, I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how this show has developed. This is a nightmare in every regard. Violet. Yes. I held her in my arms tightly. You're an incredible woman, and believe me, there's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Brothers 5 and make delicious meals that some people would probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we're going to get out of together, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. She looks like she's about to cry. I mean, it's okay, she just let it out. You are too kind. Thank you for the... I appreciate it. But enough about me. Have you remembered anything about why you came here? Unfortunately, I haven't. But I'm hoping that the master key we pilfered will help with that. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my previous offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Oh, so she remembers that. I mean, she's probably said it numerous times, so... Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. It is the least I can do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here, perhaps you'll join me for, say, a lovely cruise around what's left of the world. I'm looking forward to that day. As am I. We talked for a few moments longer before retiring for the night. For once, I lay in bed not worrying about being killed. For once, I was excited for what tomorrow would bring. It's only up from here. Adrian! Allie, what are you... Never mind that. You gotta come down to the lab. What is it? We found something, and I know you'll want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. The other girls were already there. Crowded around the table was a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab when I stumbled across these. There are files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you. Caution was the last thing on all our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file, except for Yui, who was already holding hers, and Allie. Weird, there's no file for me here. I double-checked, but there was nothing for me. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Allie slowly walked to the pile, found her own, then opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting. What is it? Allie Major. Oh, so her last name is Major? Really? Sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show for fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. It's good to know this whole get-up was a good idea. Did you know I actually hate sports? I never seen Allie look so angry. Let's see. They got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They've been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single run of the show for the past 2 years. What I've done, things I've said, in private or with others. They've got notes down here to how and when I brush my teeth. How I react differently when they change the show, or tell me different things, or we're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true, and it's my fault. What do you mean? If I hadn't invented this machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. Oh yeah, we did restore her memory, so she does now. He can definitely confirm that he made this. Not your fault, Scarlet. You really wanted to help people, and that was a great thing. Whoever used your invention for this is to blame, not you. You say so, Asian. My file says that they wiped my memory to put me on the show. Make sure that no one else could build this technology. I couldn't even begin to understand how that could even be a reason for causing all of this. I'm not sure we even want to understand the people who run this place. The room fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. What about I kinda want to hear about Violet, Kara, and Yui. Thank goodness. Wait, what? I'm surprised to hear you say that. Yui, of all things considered. Sorry. I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Allie's. They've tracked, measured, and commented on so many things about us so many times. It feels so violating. But it's not all bad. Did I ever tell you why I came to this show, Asian? No, why's that? I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you that was one of the conditions. To be completely transparent, the reason was money, and nothing but that. It was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 sisters and a whole farm. I remember now. It was Kat who reached out to me. She told me that if I came onto the show, my sisters and the farm would be taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm just glad she held up her end of the deal. How do you know that? Even if I might die here and never see them again, that's too depressing to think, Yui. We're going to get out of here and see your sisters again, together. Thanks, Asian. I like that. I said I like that when it said I'd. I'm curious, Yui. What kind of archetype did they list you as? The girl next door? Darn it, that sounds a lot better than gaming gremlin. They called her a gaming gremlin. Yui, Scarlet, Allie, and I laughed. At times like these, having a good moon lifter like Tara around was critical. I looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. She was trembling. Violet, are you... Please, don't let this be true. Violet fell to her knees and sobbed, with her hands against her face. I was right. Her parents are behind this, aren't they? I rushed to her side. Are you okay, Violet? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers inside to scatter through the room. Nothing is okay, Asian. It doesn't matter if I get off the island or not. I'm not like you. I have nothing to go back to. No one to stand by me. And there's nothing for me either way. Violet, wait! She ran to the stairs. Her sobs echoed through the staircase and through the lab. I moved to follow her, but Yui stopped me. I think she might need some time alone, Asian. I didn't mean to look, but after her papers scattered around the room, maybe you should just read it. Yui handed me the papers that were in Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case. Otherwise unremarkable, but she's the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of our primary investors. It is my understanding that they recently had a son and want him to be the next heir after Viola passed. Edgar and Vane sent their remaining daughter, Violet, to us, full well knowing what the show would entail. They paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Even for me, this is too cruel. It was too hard to keep reading. Whatever. I hope her parents go bankrupt. I closed the folder and just stared open-mouthed at Yui. There was no words. I knocked on Violet's door later that night, but it was no use. Please, just leave me alone, Asian. How did she know it was us? I'm here if you want to talk, Violet. Even if she opened the door, I would have no idea what I was supposed to do, but what supposed to say. What could anyone say? I was wrong. It's not only up from here. There's a long way down. It's, that was, hard. It's hardly a surprise, but I didn't sleep well last night. Who could after what happened? And just like that, we're on to day 3. I gotta thank you, Asian. You're making my job easy. I actually get to spend my nights doing productive things now. I'm happy to help with that, however that works. You are right. You don't seem to have your usual energy. Careful, Asian. One slip up with Cat, and this is all over. I'm good. Thanks, Cat. I just didn't sleep too well. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, it goes without saying that Yui is definitely a contender for the final ceremony. We'll see. I'm not so sure just yet. Oh really? That's a surprise. Well, not my problem. Anyway, who's today's unlucky girl? Oh, okay, so we're back here. So who should I be asking on a date tomorrow? Honestly, joking aside, I think you should ask Violet. I had a feeling. Really? I don't think she's in any shape to put on a good show. I mean, we need all of us to be able to work together, well, to get out of here, right? I don't think Violet would be able to until she feels better. And what better way to do that than for a date to make you feel special? Tara does have a point. Tara does have a great point. I always make great points. Like seeing if I could arm wrestle one of the zombies Scarlet made. That went great. Oh, I remember that. Wait, I was the zombie. That was not a good idea at all. Can I take my vote back? What do you think, Asian? I like the idea. We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm sure there's something that we could do to help us escape that we could only do on a date with Violet. I've got it. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with Violet. Here's what you gotta do. And we don't gotta know what we're gonna do. And we're going with Violet. I've always wanted to spend more time with her. And there's no time like the present. We'll make it happen. Yeah, I have a feeling as soon as I click it's gonna go on to the date. So, I'm gonna end this here. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe. And perhaps get someone else to subscribe as well. Also, feel free to comment down below. And with all that said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.